We'll go ahead and start off with the dividend news, which is the first one, guys, that is actually the title of the video, and that is Costco actually announced a double-digit 5-year CAGR dividend hike of 13.7%. They were paying $1.02. They will now be paying $1.16 per share. I am a long-term shareholder of Costco. I love this company, and we will continue to actually see this company continue to grow their dividend. I believe that this is actually the 20th consecutive year of dividend increases from Costco. So congrats to all the Costco shareholders. The second dividend hike that we also got was the Procter & Gamble actually hiked by 7%. It actually marks the 68th consecutive year that Procter & Gamble has increased its dividend, and 134 consecutive years that P&G has paid a dividend since 1890. So they are dividend kings. So congrats to all the PG shareholders. And then, guys, we also have HB Fuller Company, which hiked its dividend by 8.5%. This marks 55 consecutive years in which Fuller Company has increased its dividends. And the last one we do have here, guys, is CSW Industrials hiked its dividend by 10.5%. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 234 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, what options I placed, which ones I rolled, which ones I managed. And yeah, we're gonna, you guys already know every single Sunday we come back actually and check on my Google Sheets. This is a dashboard I have. We're actually trying to grow our passive income, so in the long term we can actually live off of this. But right now our portfolio is projected to make about $605.63 on a monthly average, without us having to do absolutely nothing, guys. This is passive income. I've been working, I've been going to work. That is active income. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. And I've been using this active income, invested it into my portfolio, and now my portfolio is converting that active income into passive income where I actually don't have to do anything. So hopefully in a few years we can actually generate enough money to where we don't have to work if we don't want to anymore, and get rid of that active income. But we will see what happens when we continue grinding into our W-2s. And I actually am a little bit behind on some videos, guys. In the past couple weeks I have not been uploading as much as I should, and that is just because I've been really busy with a business that I have locally that I started, and I've been helping my mom with it, and it's just been very, very time consuming. The one thing that I told myself was that I'm going to continue bringing you guys the Sunday videos. We haven't missed one Sunday in a long time, so I'm going to continue to keep that going. And the other videos I will try to hopefully manage them in with my time. But you guys already know that on the annual dividends, again, I'm very, very behind on this. We already in the middle of April, so I really need to actually make a video to show you guys how much the dividend portfolio made for the month of March, because it was massive, guys. And right now for the year we're at $1,234.85. This is only the first 2 months. This doesn't even include March. So that is very insane, because in the first 2 months my portfolio has generated way more than back when in 2019 when I first started investing. This is in the 12 months that my portfolio made $779. My portfolio made that in 2 months now. What is this, about 6 years later? That is insane growth, guys. We've been continuing to stay consistent, continue to invest our active money we collect and put it into the portfolio, and it's working for us. It's compounding, and our future selves are going to be thanking us, as you guys can kind of see this. And I've been starting from scratch. I've been showing you guys every moves I do. I've been trying to stay consistent. I've been showing you guys that even though you don't make a lot of money, as long as you stay consistent and you have time on your side, you can definitely see this growth. And then definitely on the red days like this past week, we saw a very, very nice pullback. And if you guys actually take those great opportunities as discounts and continue to buy, and you don't get scared, and you actually put money into the portfolio, man, you guys are going to see some very, very great things. You're going to create generational wealth, and hopefully we can do that as well. Of course, hopefully you guys are, new subscribers or new viewers. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing with that notification. We're going to continue sharing this journey, see how we can get this portfolio to $1 million. And, we'll see how much the portfolio is generating in income. One thing I do get asked actually is, why is my portfolio having such a very, very low dividend yield right now when, I could actually be getting a 5 to 10% dividend yield and getting paid more on a monthly basis in dividends? So the reason here is because, guys, I have maybe about 10 years before I even decide retiring. So right now it's not beneficial for me to actually try to max out the amount of dividends that I want to make, especially because I would be actually paying taxes on this. So what I'm actually doing is I'm investing in dividend growth stocks that have double-digit 5-year CAGRs, like Costco, as you guys saw. They're companies that have a very, very low dividend yield, but when they raise their dividend every single year, it's definitely above a double digit, so right around a 10% or more. Those are the companies that I look forward to, like Costco, Visa, Microsoft. All great companies for the long term, and in 10 years, hopefully, when I need to do that, by that time those double-digit 5-year CAGR raises do compound very, very nicely. But anyways, guys, you'll see here on the quarterly dividends, again, we're done with Q1. I just need to make that video for you guys. We're still at $1,234. I think we definitely surpassed Q4 of last year, so we'll see that. And we're actually waiting on the dividends from, I believe, Altria and JP Morgan. And JP Morgan actually did their earnings this past Friday. They got a very, very nice pullback, so potentially, it could be creating a great buying opportunity. I've been just busy, haven't really looked into the stock right now. But anyways, on the options premium, you'll see here that April, guys, we're at $646.70 on options. So I'm using options as a additional, it's like the cherry on top for my portfolio. So I'm getting growth from my portfolio from a lot of great companies I have invested. I'm also collecting dividends, plus I am collecting I'm doing options because it's just additional money that can come in. I am being the casino, so it's gambling when you play with options, but when you sell options, you are the casino, and the house typically always wins when you go to a casino. So we're actually being the house there, and worst thing that can happen to us is that we get assigned shares of great companies, which in the long term we do want to get more shares of these, and we get paid for owning these shares. So I'm going to continue doing that until we get assigned shares, and it'll be a great opportunity to accumulate more shares there. On the rate of return, so far we are at 3.49% on my money invested. This is on top, guys. This is such a beautiful thing. This is on top of the dividends, on top of the capital gains, and this is just an additional one. Of course, I do get taxed at a regular income, which I'm completely fine, guys. This is just, again, a little extra income, cherry on top, that gets reinvested into the portfolio and allows me to buy a little bit more shares, so that the following quarter we get more and more, and that compounding actually compounds much faster. But anyways, if we do look at the options so far, guys, for the year we've collected $4,235.93 and just premium from options. So we're going to continue doing that. We still have 2 more weeks for this, so we'll see how that plays out. We might make some pretty good money, especially with earnings coming up. The other thing I also bring up, guys, in the updates is my goals. My goals are the things that keep me focused, to continue to grow this. And the first one is not really related to it, but it's more related to my channel, and that is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or a returning viewer that hasn't subscribed, consider subscribing with that notification. Definitely appreciate it as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comment section that you guys did, and definitely would appreciate it there. Goal number 2 is to reach about $425 per month selling, I guess not selling options, but $425 collecting dividends. We've surpassed this, but it's not really surpassed because I do have SNSXX, which is a US Treasury that is earning us a little bit over 5%. So that's kind of what's skewing the monthly dividends there. But goal number 3, guys, that's to reach $126,000 invested on my own money. Right now we're at $121,000, so we have a little bit more. I think this is all within my control, so I'm gonna make sure that this gets achieved by the end of the year. And goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio, no matter what the market's doing. I'll show you in the history when we do that. Goal number 5 is to drip an additional $25 into the portfolio for a company that is about to go ex-dividend date. I was actually doing this for I was doing $100 last year, but again, I've been tight on money because of a business. I did end up investing locally, so I went ahead and stayed with $25. I think that's very achievable in my income right now, and we've been doing that. This allows me to actually force myself to invest more into the portfolio, as well try to collect a little bit more of the ex-dividend, and that the following quarter we get a little bit more crumbs, and those do compound in the long term. Goal number 6 is to reach about $100 per month selling options. We're definitely surpassing this, so hopefully we can continue keeping that. And then goal number 7, guys, is to reach 1,000 shares of SCHD. We're on our way, guys. I actually bought a lot more shares this week. I'll show you that in the history when we jump over to the Schwab account. And then if I show you the dividend payout, we do have Altria paying on the 30th of April, JP Morgan, and then we have 2 more other companies. And you guys saw JP Morgan, and they did do a dividend increase. We'll kick this script off later in the video, see if any other companies announce dividends. So we can go ahead and look at the portfolio. So you'll see the portfolio is at $237,080.58. We are down on the day change, which is $1,466.57, which is about 0.61% in the red. 2-year change, $48,970.34, which is about 26.03%, which is very, very awesome. We're going to continue to accumulate shares for the long term. And as you'll see here, capital gains 10.52% in capital gains, which is about $22,421.71. Cash balance is about $1,563.26. Apple, we have 220 shares. We've actually got pretty good return so far on Apple now that we did get assigned those 200 shares. Remember, we got assigned at $175, where actually Apple's at $176.55. So we're going to see what happens with these companies. In the long term, they will be more valuable. So we're going to just stick to actually accumulating more shares, potentially selling more cash secure puts to try to accumulate shares quicker. And then we'll see here that we do have a cash secure put on Microsoft for next week on the 19th of April. 420 is the strike price, and we'll see if we do get assigned or if I have to manage it, but it'll be definitely great to see. We do have SCHD, which we are now at 717 shares, guys. One step closer to 1,000 shares and achieving that goal. We do have a cash secure put on SCHD. It will be expiring next week on the 19th, and it's a strike price of $78. Right now, SCHD is trading at $76.81, so we could potentially get assigned 100 shares of SCHD, which with me, I'm completely fine with that. But I'm gonna try to roll it for next month and see what happens. It's just because I want to continue collecting the most premium I can, because guys, this is right now what I'm doing. So we have SNSXX. I have about $70,000. This thing is earning us about a 5% return, a little bit over 5%. And this is, just very, very low risk investment here, and we're guaranteed that 5%. And so what I'm doing is I'm earning this 5% annually on top of the premium that I'm selling technically naked puts. So I'm collecting, like for this one, I collected $20. If we look at Microsoft, we collected about $400 in selling this cash secure put. If for some reason I do get assigned 100 shares of Microsoft, I will just sell out $42,000 and cover my position, and that's a win-win. I still keep the $400, and but if I don't get assigned that, I'm collecting the 5% from this US Treasury plus the premium, guys. Beautiful thing, and I'm going to continue doing that as while rates are high. And then if I show you guys here, the performance, we are on gains for $34,051.84. And then that is a 16.96%. If we do look at the estimated income, we're projected to make about $7,437.45, averaging about $619.79 monthly. And then you'll see May, $414.58, June, $922.78, and then July, $522.01. If we do look here, guys, at the history, I do have it to start from the 8th of April all the way to the 13th. If we look here, wasn't very busy, but you'll see on the 8th, I actually did a sell to open. I sold a Microsoft cash secure put on that expired on the 12th of April. Sold it at about $417.50. They paid me about $204. Right around like maybe that same hour, I saw that Microsoft continued to go up. So I ended up doing a buy to close, bought it back, paid about $126.66. I got to keep the difference. That was like an immediate $73 or so that we got to keep right away. Again, I waited a little bit more. I believe I went up in strike price to $422.50, same expiration the 12th of April. I actually sold one, and they paid me $238.34 and premium for taking this risk, just because going up in strike price, which again, I don't mind getting assigned these shares, but I'm going to try to do my best to not get assigned so I can continue collecting this premium until finally I can't roll it out or do something like that. And then, guys, on the 11th, I ended up buying SCHD 2 shares, $77 strike price. I was spending about $155.34. On the 12th, 11th, I deposited $100. Remember, we have that goal, dollar cost average into the portfolio, no matter what the market's doing. And the market was kind of red, so I ended up buying again. I saw SCHD pull back some, so I went ahead and bought 4 shares at $76 or so, and spending about $307.75. And then, guys, Microsoft, I was going to actually get assigned, so what I did was roll it. So I bought to close Microsoft, my old cash secure put, April 12th, 2024, $422.50 strike price. I went ahead and bought it back. Paid $133.66, but I actually did a sell to open for Microsoft for next week on the 19th of April, selling it at 420 strike price, and they actually paid me $464.34. So if you subtract difference, we made about $330-ish is what we made from this roll for next week. We'll see what happens. As long as Microsoft stays above $420, this will expire worthless, and we will keep all that premium to ourselves. If we get assigned, we still keep that premium, so it's a win-win situation. That is the casino, that is the house, and we're going to see that while we earn a 5% return on my $42,000 that I have in SNSXX. And then, guys, that you'll see if we collected any dividends. So let's go ahead and click this calculate dividends, and we did nothing. We didn't collect anything, but we did get a raise from Costco. So a double-digit 5-year CAGR raise from Costco, so I can't complain with that. And once they pay out, but let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, to jumping over to the Google Sheets so we can see how much we grew the dividend snowball this week. All right, guys, so we're at the dashboard. I have a copy of this over here so we can kind of see the difference when we kick off the scripts. But again, options premium, guys, April, we're doing pretty well so far, $646.70. Rate of return a 3.49%. If we could do a 7%, I will be so happy with that. But anyways, I'm still happy with this one. If this is what we end up with the year, this is just a cherry on top again. And then if we look at the options, this past week, $646.70 from just options, guys. Last week, $0. So we still have 2 more weeks. We'll see what we end up the month of April. Definitely excited to see where that ends up. Dividend payout. We have 4 companies right now. If we go over here to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, I do have this tutorial, or I guess a script for free. This will get wiped, and it'll see if any more companies in my portfolio announce dividends, which, as you'll see here, the Costco dividend popped up, which is that dividend raise we got. And they were paying $1.02. They will now be paying $1.16. Ex-dividend date is April 25th. They will be paying on the 10th of May. So we'll be probably purchasing $25 worth of Costco very, very soon, because that other goal I do have. But I'm definitely looking for this stuff. We just got a raise for doing absolutely nothing, guys. This is what's very, very awesome about investing in dividend growth stocks. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys. We'll go right here to settings, go ahead and get rid of this, and let's go ahead and jump over to Empower so you can grab the latest version of my portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at Empower with my Schwab account. Click on this green button, it's called Copy Holdings. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which we can right click, paste special values only, and then we can jump back over here to the holdings. And again, I do have tutorials for all this stuff. It's completely available for free. All I ask in return, guys, again, is that you're subscribed with the bell notification. You drop a big thumbs up on my videos to support the channel. But this is an old copy of my portfolio from last week. So if we go here to portfolio tools, update for holdings, this will get wiped. Once we click on it, it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. We can jump back over here, see what we grew the portfolio, and give it a second or two. It looks like it's done. Dividend yield 3.08% compared to last week 3.06. It did go up because the market did have a pullback, slight pullback, slight red. And yield on cost 3.42% compared to 3.41%. On the yearly, we are now projected to make $7,296 compared to $7,267. So we did go up. And then on the monthly, we're now making about $3 more, $608.06. On the weekly, $140, and on the day, $19.99 compared to $19.91. And then on the hourly, 83 cents every single hour that goes by. And then hourly work wage. This is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $3.51 compared to $3.49 from last week. They got a 2-penny raise. I guess they were doing such a great job there, and we'll eventually get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, and that'll be a huge milestone when we do achieve it. But this is all I have for you guys in this update. Don't forget to subscribe with the bell notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. Definitely would appreciate it. And then if you stuck all the way to their end, go ahead and let me know by dropping a hashtag SCHD, guys, because we've been buying SCHD up. We're going to get to 1,000 shares. That is one of our huge goals that we have this year, and we're going to accomplish it. But I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.